Welcome back, guys. We here with another story time. It's your boy Lou. This is part 3 to how I found God in the midst of my troubles and how I stabbed my fiance and my girlfriend at the time. If you haven't watched part 2 or 1, go watch it. You're missing out. You're gonna miss the full story, and you're not gonna understand the story if you don't listen. So make sure y'all go like, comment, subscribe on the other posts. Especially if you didn't even watch part 1 or 2, go watch that, bro. Don't start this. Click out right now. Save it and go back. Save it and go back. Alright, so now we getting back into the video. So as I mentioned in part 2, this is part 3 again. I was closing my eyes and I'm laying down holding my Bible, praying at this point while my shorty was in the living room, like I said. And this intrusive thought just popped in my head. Like, I was just like, bro, blah blah blah. I can't say that because that'd just be a man of crime on camera. Long story short, probably still the same thing explaining it to y'all, but I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to help, as much people. But I'm not about to say that because I don't know if I can say that on camera. But I was like, I'm about to go blah blah blah, you know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you, I was on a mission. I ended up getting up, walking to the kitchen. I walked into the kitchen and grabbed the biggest, I don't know if I can say that, the biggest knife I could find that we had at the time, because my shorty had this knife set, and she had like a whole set of them, and for some fucking reason, I grabbed the biggest fucking one, bro. And I'm still coming in and out at this point. I only remember the shit because my shorty was there. She's literally looking me dead in my motherfucking face, like, beg, you know what I'm saying, trying to make sure I was good. So little do she know, you know what I'm saying, her doing that was causing me, like, to come back. It was like, one of those, like, how Cinderella needed a kiss, from her one, you know what I'm saying, to wake her back up. Like, it was like that. Like, it felt like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was literally bringing me back, you know what I'm saying? Like, in instance, like, in seconds, just saying my name and babe, like, what's going on with you? And as she was on the phone, she's on the phone with the police at this point, because my mom was like, call the police, you know what I'm saying, just call the police. So she ended up, I think she called the police because she was scared, but she ended up calling the police. And as she was calling the police, like, I had walked in the kitchen, like, grabbed the knife, and she sensed, like, you know what I'm saying, like, something was off, and she's like, your eyes was all black, like it, like you wasn't there. So I was like, after that, back to the story because we getting sidetracked again. After that, after I grabbed the knife, she motherfucking, like, try to walk out the front door so that, the distance herself from me. And I'm literally fighting her, like, unconsciously fighting her to open the door. And my shorty's strong, y'all. Like, she's strong as hell. So we fighting at this point, so I can't open the door with the knife in my hand, right? She's in the hallway at this point, fighting me, like, trying to keep the door closed because she stepped outside, like I said. And I saw, like, it was just the demon, you know what I'm saying? Like, demon straight. You can't fight no demon. I just pulled that bitch open. I'm like, phew. Like, you know how in the movies when the door just fly open? Like, that's how it was. Pulled that bitch open. Okay? And I don't remember what happened after that, honest to God. But when I came back, the cops was there. I was sitting in the living room in the chair, butt ass naked. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting there. And I wasn't there, so I'm like, just sitting there, like, I don't know, like, just imagine your body just sitting there, like, you know what I'm saying, like, just sitting there, and you not there, you know what I'm saying, in your body. And that's how I felt. I was just sitting there, and they came up, and as they came up, I because I think I opened the door for them, bro. I think I did, because I locked the door because I didn't want to hurt her. So I locked the door, and they knocked on the door, and they came up. As they came up, opened the door. I opened the door as they came up, literally, and literally, I don't remember for real. I really don't. I don't remember, but I remember when I got. We're gonna get to that. When I got to the hospital, the officer that was there at the time that pulled up to help me, he was like, bro, you started fighting me, like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, when you open the door, you start fighting me. You know, he started explaining to me, like, the situation, like, what happened. Because I'm like, he's like, you don't remember none of this shit, do you? And I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, I was like, why do you say that? He's like, I could just tell by how you just, you calmed down. Like, you a whole different person between when I seen you and now. So, yeah. So, he gets to explaining the situation I'm in. These niggas had me handcuffed to the bed at this point. And the specialist came in and to get my statement or whatever. And they ended up dispatching me from the hospital because they was like, we don't know what the fuck wrong with him. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't high. I wasn't on no drugs. So they couldn't say it was drugs. And then they ended up dispatching me because they said they couldn't find nothing wrong with me. Because by the time I got to the hospital and laid in that bed, you know what I'm saying? I came to. So, but now thinking back at the situation, I don't know what the fuck the cop was doing, bro. Because at the end of the day, this is what scares me, you know, about cops. You know what I'm saying? This nigga looked up my whole family lineage, bro. I swear to God to y'all, and showed me that shit while I was laying in bed. And looking back at it, bro, I feel like that's weird. He invaded my privacy for one, and then his whole explanation was that he wanted to know my name. But as an officer, as a cop, nigga, you should have got my name from my girlfriend at the time, and then you already had my information. That's how you got me into this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So I just thought that was weird. Why did you have to go look up my family lineage, nigga, and then show me at that? It's like, do you know any people in this? And that's what he told me. He's like, you know any people from this? I don't know if he was hoping or what, but regardless of the fact, that's what he did. And if you was helping, I appreciate you, but I don't understand why you looked at my family lineage like that. He showed me that, and after that, you know, they dispatched me out of the hospital again. Well, not again, but, you know, they just they took me to the cell at this point, you know, booked me. And once we got down there, they was like, you know, we don't know what's going on. They holding me for like a day, and then shipped me off to, you know, Duane County, because that's where I normally stay. So they didn't book me there. They booked me there at they jail, but then they shipped me off somewhere else like a whole other day. And we get there, and yeah, y'all, that was the story. The rest is history. I'm not about to explain y'all my jail story. The jail food, bro, I'm telling you, that bitch slapping. And the reason why y'all niggas go back, it's probably because of the food, you know what I'm saying? But that's the rest of the story. It was just me in jail for like a week because I was waiting on tether. They put me on tether for after that shit, so I can come to my cases and shit. But after that, long story short, my lawyer got that shit dismissed. And I thank you, bro. Appreciate you, because niggas be serving fed times for doing shit what I was doing. But, you know, he ended up getting that bitch dismissed. And I'm here to this day to explain it to y'all. So is my shorty. But that's just my side. If y'all want to hear her side of the story, y'all can probably ask her. I'm not going to ask her to do that. I feel like you don't need to. And I deeply apologize for, you know, putting you through this stressful situation. Take definitely ownership of everything, especially everything that happened to us throughout our lifetime. You know, I was just childish. I was in a childish mindset. Probably, you know, deserve what did happen to me, and I know you didn't deserve it. Like I said, I take responsibility for it, because at the end of the day, you hold me down. You know what I'm saying? You do what you need to do, and I was just doing a bunch of weird shit. You know what I'm saying, behind closed doors that I didn't need to be doing, and you know, I take responsibility for that on my actions as a man, and I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I love you. But, you know, that's the story, guys. We out. Being your boy Lou. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You can watch part 2 and 1 if you haven't yet, because this is 3 again. But yeah, that's it, y'all. We out.